Hi, well you've caught me without my makeup on today. I'm going to put my makeup on, but I'm actually going to get my ears pierced today. So you can't probably see me in the actual salon having it done, but I'll show you before and after, of course. So yeah, I'll see how I get on and if it hurts, and of course what I'm going to get put in there as well, of course. But you've seen me with earrings before, the loopy ones, which are actually clip-on ones, of course. Anyway, I'm going to put my makeup on and so see my makeup routine as well, and so sorry about the wobbly camera there. And anyway, yeah, so I've got to make sure I don't get on my earlobes here. And anyway, so I can see actually looking in the camera here to put my makeup on. So excuse me while I look in the mirror as well, of course. And anyway, you see my sort of routine of putting makeup on, and I use a brush. Of course, you can use your fingers, you can use pads, depends how you like to, what you like to do really. And anyway, kind of like put on, let's go under my chin a little bit as well, so to blend it in, of course, because it's nothing worse than having a line around here, of course. And anyway, just making sure I don't get my earlobes. And I've got a mirror here, you see, which I'm sort of looking at, and I just put a little dab on my hand here. And you don't need a huge amount of foundation. I'm actually using Boots number 7 Stay Perfect. This one is really nice foundation. You've got the kind of the matte one here, Matte Beautify as well, which is that's really good as well. And of course, you've got Lift and Illuminate, which is kind of like my favourite in a way. That is really nice. A little bit more expensive than this one, but when they have an offer on, then I like to get like 3 at once. Then so you get basically buy 2 and get 1 free, and they do that with most of their makeups at times. So always worth keeping an eye out for the actual offers. And anyway, so I actually do my again, I'm using Boots number 7 here, and this is the eyeshadow. This is Molten Metals one, which is, there's the dust on there, and you can see there I've used that, and that's really nice sort of shades on here. And so of course I start off with the lighter shade to go with, and then I just just brush that on. Sometimes some people do tap a little bit just to take off the excess on here. And I'm doing this relatively hurriedly sort of thing, because I've got to get out in half an hour. And so yeah, of course, usually the more careful you are, the better it goes on. And then I use light shade. Then what I do is I use so one of the middle shades here, of course. So I'll use this one here, and I just put a bit on here, and then I just brush in my kind of crease lines here, and again sort of like a pinkish and brownish tones on here, which I've been told actually brings my eyes out better than when I was using the blue. Well, I do like using the blue, of course, and at times, but yeah, so just blend it in a little bit on here. And again, it goes on really well, this does. It's quite good pigmentation in here. I'm going to use a little bit of the darker brown here. I just kind of put on my edges here, like that. Then of course, to do your eyeliner, there's lots of different methods and things. I mean, everybody has their own favourites. And I use a thinner brush here, of course, and then I just use maybe some of the brown. I've used that quite a bit here, and I just go around the edge of my eyes here, like this, and I just sort of, there's probably better ways. Everybody has their own way of doing things, of course, and if the end result is pleasing, then of course then that's really and again just try and blend it in a little bit around here. And I'm not no brilliant makeup artist as such, but I've been told my makeup does look quite nice at times. And anyway, so yeah, it's amazing the transformation there. And of course, also I have like a eyeliner pencil or pen here, which is kind of like this one. Actually, so I can't see it through the camera, so I'll have to use the mirror on here. Of course, so it's used while I look into the mirror here, and I just basically a little bit of dabbing on there, just lightly going over, just to emphasise the line a little bit. And probably I'm doing this completely wrong. Probably the experienced makeup artist saying, no, you don't do it like that. But anyway, but yeah, as long as you kind of highlight around your eyes here. You can do in the waterline, of course, as well. You can use, of course, you can use liquid eyeliner as well, which I'm not very good at. I usually end up getting wobbly lines with that, but sometimes I do use that, and that's used to go around sometimes, but just want to get a little bit more edging on there. But then what I'll do is I've got this here, which is basically like again Boots number 7, and this one is what's it called, Bronze and Glow. So it's basically like a bronzer type thing, and it gives you a bit of a glow, and you put on your edges along here like that, and just bring out the glow. You can put it along here a little bit as well. Sometimes do a little bit under here as well. I don't know why. I know it's up, but yes. But again, you just put it on your bits that kind of stick out a little bit, on highlights here, and that just kind of emphasises a little bit on there. And I kind of also put this is basically like a liquid blush on here by Boots number 7 again, and I use a little bit on here around about there, and a little bit around about there, and you just kind of use your blending brush again. I'm using the same one as I put my foundation on with, but it just blends in here, and just blend that in a little bit on here, and so yeah, and that just brushes up like that. I've got another bigger brush as well, which I could use anyway. So that's kind of like almost done on that. It's kind of like my everyday kind of makeup routine, really, that I do. And anyway, I will actually use, again, as I'm talking to the camera, I'll actually use the mirror on here. This is basically Raise the Roof, it's called, which is nearly actually empty. This is, so it's not, it's okay. It's I've got a Boots one as well, which is in my handbag at the moment, and so I just basically don't only put in once and lift it out. Don't go in and out like that, because you'll add extra air in there, and you can add extra contamination into there. And of course, again, don't keep your makeup too long, because after, even though it kind of like can last a long time, especially like things like this, of course, you eyeshadow, but of course after so long you don't want to get sort of contaminations in there. You don't want to be putting in contaminated eyeshadow on your eyes, of course, because you could end up getting like an eye infection or something. So always try to keep your makeup clean, and again, wash your brushes, of course, and or clean your brushes, which I don't do as often as I should. Anyway, so that, just lift that out down here. So and anyway, right, so that's kind of my makeup routine here, and then I'm actually going to be just putting a little bit. I know we should probably use proper eyebrow pencil or something on here, but for quickness I'm find that this is okay at times. Yeah, of quickness, and even from a distance people don't really notice. Makeup artists do, of course. Did get pulled over in shopping Jarrell's, and the lady behind the counter says, "You've been using your mascara again for your eyebrows." And yeah, sorry, I know. And they know. Anyway, so, but yeah, I've got to get my eyebrows done again, and so I'm going to put those in sometime at my place I go to in Hunstanton, Keeley's. And yeah, so I find they're really nice there, nice ladies there. I know the place I'm going to get my ears pierced, they could, you know, they can do eyebrows and stuff like that as well. But you feel kind of like you get loyal to one place, don't you? And then you don't want to sort of like think, oh well. Anyway, so let's see. I'll try a look. And so, what do you think? Oh, I just parked up, and I'm going to get my ears pierced, of course. And anyway, no, I no longer need these the clip-ons, and so I'll get some ones which will go through my ears. And anyway, and don't forget my car keys either, of course. And, anyway, don't want to leave those in the car and pour the air out or something to get me in the car. Anyway, see you all soon. Okay, bye. I've just had my ears done, and you see on here, and this side as well. And so it's kind of like yeah, it sort of wasn't too painful. It was really nice, really good. Not nice. I mean, there's nothing nice about having kind of, but yeah, you just feel a slight little, you know, kind of sensation there where you've mostly gone through and everything, and I've got all the cleaning solution, and we've got to obviously keep them sort of clean and keep them in for 6 weeks. The studs, and I've gone through these like sort of like a pinkish colour, and they're sort of gold, and yeah, they're really nice. And so yeah, I'm really pleased with those now. And yeah, I've been to sit on there, and it's yeah, so it's called Contours Beauty, and it's at Castle Rising. So yeah, big shout out to Contours, and there's a really lovely lady in there, and so they do other things as well, the beauty treatments and things in there. So yeah, that's really good, and recommended to me, this place was, and just really pleased. And anyway, so let me know what you think. Anyway, okay, and of course my just here, I've got the jump on there, and there's a little cafe across the road, so I might then grab a coffee or something, I think, or something to eat. Anyway, thanks all for watching, and see you all very soon. Okay, bye. Thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you want to get notifications for future videos. I'm just having a coffee and cheese scone, and there's a lovely tea room here, and that's Castle Rising, and yeah, it's really busy inside as well, and so yeah, quite a popular place. Anyway.